welcome back to another episode of Overtime Chicks with Jess and Emma. We are joined by a very special guest today, Anna Connelly. Welcome to the podcast. We are so happy to have you.
No, it's
I love
so
that.
cool.
That is so cool. But okay, to kind of give the listeners a little background on you, what do you do with the LA Kings? Kind of tell us all the details about what your job entails.
So my job started as an in-arena. I did a pregame segment, intermission segment, and then a postgame segment. So my job started as just this in-arena. Don't think, hey, it's free t-shirt time. I think more, I get 2 to 3 minutes to break down whatever we just saw. LA is not a traditional hockey market. It's really not a traditional sports market. So you have to treat 20,000 people. You have to expect that half of them maybe are season ticket holders and they're diehard hockey fans. And that exists 100%. But there's a good portion of people where this is their first time ever watching hockey, let alone being at a hockey game. So it's really cool. It started as, hey, we have this great show. Tickets are obviously very expensive here because it's Los Angeles. So we really put on a great in-arena show. It started as we have a great show, but there's not a lot of hockey being on. So excited to see what you come up with. You grew up in LA, you grew up playing hockey. Great. Here's 2 minutes. How fun. Now, after in my third season, give me some more work. So I'm basically a team. So I do in-arena stuff. I do other stuff.
Got it.
So
cool.
is it in-game stuff then only?
A lot of it is in-game. That's kind of my main gig. I host, but they have a kind of magazine show where we go out, we film feature content, and then we, put it on KCOW, like the local, Channel 5 or whatever. So I host that and I write scripts for that and everything. Like, I go out with a shooter. I mean, yeah, it's big around here, but that's super exciting. But then I also they give me some social content as well. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you see those 60 and 60 kind of highlight breakdowns. And it's a really good lesson for people who want to, especially females who want to break into the sports industry. I edit those myself. I do graphics myself. I write everything myself. I do everything myself when it comes to a lot of those social contents. Sorry, it's loud.
No,
Yeah,
it's okay.
so-
You're good. This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
So my biggest spiel about me is I am a yes person. I am like, oh, you want me to do more work? Yes. So I just do whatever they throw at me. And it's only a lot of person in the kitchen when it comes to our broadcast team. So I just get my hands on whatever I can.
Got it.
That's an awesome way to be, though. I feel like saying yes to everything kind of sets you up for a lot of success and opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Not really.
Oh, these need to watch college football. It translates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can only touch the ball once.
Yeah.
Every time the ball crosses. So in the fall, traveling around the country, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This year,
Yeah.
That's
So,
so true. So
How
true.
did you kind of get into this? Did you play hockey or what? Did you study journalism at school? Like what kind of got you into hockey and broadcasting,
Yeah.
reporting?
So I grew up in Los Angeles and then also Arizona. So
I went to school in Arizona.
ASU or U of A or GCU?
ASU. I went to Cronkite.
Pop off. Okay.
Go, Emma.
I used to work for the Coyotes actually.
No
But
way.
I
Okay.
didn't report or anything. I just did PR.
Shut up. Okay. That's like half of the job. So how I got into it, my family, I was born in Minnesota. So that's kind of my hockey connection.
Totally.
Yeah, so you basically were born into hockey at that point. Yeah.
My dad was psycho about it. He played minor league hockey, did the whole college thing. I think he had a cup of coffee at the University of Minnesota and then he got hurt. This is a big theme in my family also. So I don't remember learning how to play hockey because as soon as I could walk, he was like, you're doing this. You have no choice. So I grew up playing and in Arizona when, you guys are in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, I am, yeah. She's
I'm
in
in Detroit.
Michigan.
Yeah, perfect. So you pick the hockey hotbeds, okay, especially for girls. You have Michigan, Minnesota, and Massachusetts. We'll just say in the United States. It's accessible. You go down to the local rink, you sign up for, you learn to play hockey when you're a mini mite, when you're 5 years old. And even gear it's expensive, but you just go to your local Play It Again and they have a whole hockey section, when you get to states like, and I was born in 1995, so this is early 2000s. When you get to states like Arizona or even Southern California, it's just not easily accessible. I moved to Arizona. Ended up moving to California. I moved around a lot. My dad worked in sports. So it was like, I have no choice but to watch sports, but to know sports, but to like sports. And then playing hockey, I was in Los Angeles when I was a really little kid. When I was 10 years old, we moved to Arizona. And the bit there, if you want to play hockey, is you got to be on 10 different teams. You just got to live at the rink if you want to be good, right? I did play on an all girls team. And I will say that all girls team, like, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that didn't go and play college hockey from this all team. It's just insane, but it makes sense with, like, you see a lot of the guys on the US national team, like a lot of them are from Arizona because the Coyotes came, I think, circa 1998. And there was just
Yeah.
that like hockey boom, right? That's kind of what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of got the bug, I think, around my age, like if you're in your late 20s, early 30s or whatever. So by the time I was 15, though, I was so burnt out. Like, I have such an appreciation for professional hockey players because I'm like, dude, you got to be so about that, like 8 days a week, right?
Exactly.
So when I was 15, I went to my dad crying and I was like, I don't want to play hockey anymore. At the same time, I had started playing volleyball. I picked up that I was pretty good at volleyball. Fun fact, I broke a girl's nose serving in a middle school volleyball game.
Oh my gosh.
And that
And then
happens.
somebody came to
Yeah.
me like a couple months later and they were like, hey, I know you're 13, but I think you could play in college. So I was like, oh,
My
Wow,
okay.
God.
that's so cool.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, like, I was playing with boys when I was playing hockey and after playing with girls and having that like girly pop camaraderie, I was like, ah, this is such a buzzkill.
Mhm.
My favorite for playing sports is like doing your makeup in the locker room before, like just
Yeah.
vibing with your teammates. That's the number one thing I miss. So
Totally.
I ended up getting recruited to go play college volleyball. I had a couple of schools. Syracuse popped up as a school that was recruiting me. And I looked at my dad who worked in sports and I said, well, you have a kind of cool job. Like, I would like to be an on air person, but I don't really have a lot of confidence. But I don't know. I want to set myself up where I want to go do what you do. So he said, oh, well, Syracuse is a great school. They have Newhouse, the Newhouse School of Communications, which is it's Newhouse and Cronkite, I think, are the two like sports broadcasting
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah.
I applied early decision. I was being recruited to play volleyball, applied early decision, got in. I was shocked. I was
Wow.
like, oh,
Perfect.
okay, we got good grades. This worked. So then I went there. I played volleyball for the first 2 years, which again, if you guys have any athletes, specifically girls listening, I mean, girls and boys, but I chose the school for school. There were other really elite Big Ten programs recruiting me. I mean, the University of Notre Dame was
Yeah.
right, but
Exactly.
they had no majors that I liked. So my parents, thank God, were like, go pick a major, go to Syracuse. It's okay. So I ended up, because the biggest question was, well, what if you get hurt? What if it ends? I ended up getting medically disqualified my end of my sophomore year. So then I was sitting there like, what do I do with my life? And then I got really involved in the athletic department, started working like the SIT office, ended up being kind of like on the digital side. So I got really good at my Photoshop and editing skills. And then my senior year, ACC network became a thing. They needed a volleyball broadcaster. I inevitably went into the offices asking to produce a volleyball game. I said, oh, I'd love to be a producer. And there were two people, Olivia Stomsky and then Scott Hecht, who's now at the Big East. They were like, nope, you're going to be a volleyball analyst. So, all this to say, I grew up playing sports. It didn't work out for me. I didn't end up being the athlete that I had hoped I had been. But then I turned a negative into a positive with a lot of things from the right people. I got bullied into being a broadcaster. That's what I like to say. It ended up getting picked up for ESPNU. I had no idea what I was doing. I brought it like scouting notes as if I was a player, like number 12, like to hit this way, and then ended up getting like, I think 7-ish games that year. I loved it. I fell in love with it. And then the girls hockey team needed an analyst as well. And so somebody in the athletic department was like, well, Anna's friends with the hockey girls and she also grew up playing, like, she's pretty good. Yeah. So in college, I was the Syracuse women's ice hockey analyst, the Syracuse women's college volleyball analyst. And then that just kind of translated. And here we are.
That's awesome. What has been your favorite part so far? Maybe not just with the LA Kings, but with just like in your whole working in sports journey.
So I felt really like,
Yeah.
you see
I
that?
saw
Yeah.
yeah, that was so cool. I was like trying not to freak out. I'm like, Look behind you. I love that.
No, I was trying to see your guys' reaction. I was trying to be cool, but I was like,
No,
did the
Oh, I'm
same.
girlies
cool and
notice?
collected.
I was literally trying to be cool too. I'm like, "Okay, does she realize who's behind her?"
You guys are
Yeah.
so professional. Look at that.
Yeah, working for the Coyotes definitely helped because, like, when all of those guys, like, walk out, all the opposing teams, I got to, like, go on the inside of the glass and, like, take videos and sometimes do, like, some interviews, and so I don't think I interviewed Connor McDavid, but I got a video of him. But it, like, that
Hey.
kinda teaches you to kind of, like, be chill.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what, like, I'm 100% like, I think it's important to acknowledge, like, my dad worked in sports, hundo P and Nepo baby. So to me, a lot of times, like, it, it's important to acknowledge, right? So a lot of times, like, I just grew up and athletes were just around, and I was like, oh, whatever. And it's really nice. You asked what my favorite part of working in sports is. There's a level, my first answer would have been like, the internal validation of like my athletic career not working out and then now being able to kind of like do this in a different capacity, sure.
Definitely.
But the best part about working in sports, especially as somebody who grew up like very privileged in sports, it was always, hey dad, I want to go to this game, can we go? Like, it was always, I was credentialed up at a young age. I was flying around on team charters. Like, I just thought that was normal. And a lot of the people I grew up with were, their dads were either athletes or working in the front office. So it was just like normal. The number one thing I love about working in sports, specifically hockey, is introducing people to the sport and then giving them behind the scenes. It's like something like this,
Yes.
where we can talk. And then you guys are not in Los Angeles, but you see the biggest superstars in the world walking by, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
whoa, that was
Yeah.
so cool. Introducing people and growing the game. We've been able to grow college volleyball over the past couple of years, but hockey, I love bringing somebody who has no idea what's going on with hockey and then seeing their faces when, like, then everyone starts cheering because he's bleeding. And they're like, why is everybody cheering? Is
Yeah.
that cool?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's funny.
That's so funny.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. So, kinda going back to it, wait, so how long have you been working for the LA Kings? Okay. That's really cool.
And then just for some tips for other people trying to get into this field and stuff. And I mean, me and Jess, we're totally interested in this type of stuff too. So we kind of want to know some tips about getting in this field, what you have to do. Is it mainly just networking? Do you apply through teamwork online or something? Or is it just people you know?
100% it is people you know. And
Hmm.
it is also like, one thing I've noticed is where he's announcing the lineups. And it's hard. Early
Exactly.
on,
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
we realized, oh, I need to eat breakfast every day. Biggest advice to somebody, a girl in their 20s, eat this, eat stuff. Where do not have, like, be confident. I found myself getting the opportunities that I wanted to, and more importantly, the opportunities that were right for me. The minute that I was like, I am Anna Cole, this is who I am. I don't want to be anybody else. And once you kind of accept that, then you're able to put yourself out there. Really, really, really have to sell yours. The biggest for me getting 5 foot now, so volleyball world was not, I was not a looker, right? I really had to work for it. I was good, I was athletic to coaches like begged, borrowed, and steal. I said, please, I'm interested in this. That is the same exact thing that you have to do in this business is the minute that you
Yeah.
get someone's email, like the minute you get a format, right? First dot last at fox.com, first dot last at NBC, send an email and just be, persistent, but not annoying, but just be yourself. Allow your personality to be on full display. And anytime that you're doing anything in this capacity, be fully confident and own it, especially being a woman, right? We find ourselves being so apologetic for like existing someday or sometimes. Don't do that. Be like, hey, I'm here. I know what I'm doing. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like, didn't Josh Allen, like, do that too? Like, he just sent out a bunch of emails? Like, that's what you have to do
I
sometimes.
Yeah, and it translates to life so
Mhm.
well, right? Like oftentimes we look at athletes and we say, "Oh yeah, well it's easy to do it that way." Absolutely not. It was so scary being 16 years old, sending emails to the Wisconsin volleyball coach saying, "Please, please pick me. Please pick me." Like
Yeah.
it is the scariest thing you'll do is saying hi, especially in this career, right? Like if you want to be on air, you're basically putting yourself out there for other people to judge.
Mhm.
So be okay with who you are. Be like, "Hell yeah, judge me. That's cool, no problem." So that's my biggest thing. And breaking into this industry, it's like, yeah, go to the networking events. I've been to every networking events. I've gotten jobs at networking events. I got one of my first on-air jobs I got hired for. I was at a networking event. It was day 3. It was like a little conference. I was really overstimulated and I had just gotten out of college. I was a little bit of a partier at college. Okay. I got it out of my system. Now I'm like clean girl. Okay. But I remember there was an open bar, and I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, let's go." And I was at least 2 to 3 glasses of wine into the night, ended up striking up conversation with some executive at Fox Sports at the time, and that is how I got Fox Sports to hire me on air the first time. I'll be honest, do I
Wow.
remember what was being discussed during that conversation? No, but we were just kinda shooting the you know what, saying, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Cool."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's so
And
cool.
I got an email a month later that was like, "Hey, we're looking for a volleyball analyst. Would you be interested?" And I was like, "What? Yes,
Yeah.
Of
absolutely." So
course.
you never know. You just never know. Like, that is why anytime you go out into the world, just own who you are, be confident, yap it up, right? If you want to be on air, there's a good chance that you don't know when to shut up in a good way. So be on full display, own it.
I love
Perfect.
that. That's such good advice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's good advice for life. I wish somebody told me
I
that
Yeah.
know.
early
It
on.
Honestly
really is.
honestly, so true. But, okay, do you wanna get into a little game?
Heck yeah.
A little
Hey,
would you rather?
did you guys grow up playing hockey also? I wanted to ask you
No.
guys.
So, my
No,
dad
but
just
my
got me
brother
into
and
it, but
my
I never
dad
played
play.
hockey.
Oh, I love that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
just
yeah,
did
I didn't play.
gymnastics. Very different sport.
I played tennis. I still play a little bit of tennis, but I did that
Heck
in
yeah.
college and before, and now it's just like for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your guys' favorite team?
The Bruins. And then hers is the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Okay. So regional makes
Yeah.
sense. Checks
Yeah,
But
out.
if
yeah.
it's
Yep.
not the Red Wings, then I'd say my favorite team has got to be Dallas.
That's valid. That's valid. Do you guys have like favorite players?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the
I
we have the same favorite player.
yeah. We both love
Who's your
Marshawn.
Oh, how could you not?
Yeah.
What a like likable, dislikable guy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Definitely. He's the
I love
best,
doing
though.
I love playing the Bruins, first of all, because their equipment manager he has like a thick Boston accent.
Yeah, he
Like
My
does.
god.
he's got all the jokes too. I don't know his name, but I'm like, this is
Love
Yeah.
Boston
exactly who I thought you'd
accents.
be. I
Yeah.
know, it's so good.
It's so
And then
funny.
anytime I'm doing the highlight reels that I do, I get to call Marshawn, I get to call him the rat. Like, ah, there
Yes.
he is, rat
Yes.
boy. And it's
Rat
so
King.
funny. It's
Okay.
great.
You know who else, though, I love? The Ducks, and they are having such a good season, and I'm so happy about it. I know as a Kings, you're probably
Won't
not a
remind
fan of them.
us. Yeah.
You must
5
hate
points
them.
behind.
Oh my god.
But I just love the Ducks. They're also another good one. But, okay, little would you rather? We're just gonna kinda go if you don't wanna answer anything, you don't have to, but let's just get
I'm an
into it.
open book. I'll answer anything. You guys should stop me and say, "Hey, don't answer that," if anything.
We're not gonna stop you from anything.
No, you're feel free.
This
You're
is what
good.
podcasts are for. Uncensored.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so first one, would you rather be an overrated hockey player or an underrated hockey player?
Underrated all day. Are you kidding
I
me?
agree.
Yeah, same.
Set that bar low. Nowhere to go but up.
All right, second one is would you rather play for a team you hate or play with a teammate you hate?
So that's a good one. Okay. Definitely a team I hate because having a teammate you don't like, that's
That
tough,
just
man.
ruins like the whole locker room
The locker room
situation,
gets so thrown
Ruins the
ruins
off.
the
vibes. And then
mentality.
you're
And you
coming
can
into
learn to love
work.
a team.
You can. There are
Exactly.
redeemable qualities in every team out there. Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
There are great
Hey, look
things.
at Marshawn learning to love the Panthers.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And like even the Ducks, there are redeemable qualities about the Ducks, dare I say.
Wow.
Wow.
Redeemable
I
qualities about the
Bold
San Jose
Hey,
statement.
Sharks.
I respect that from an LA Kings person, but okay. Would you rather win 6-5 or win 1-0?
Whoa. Okay. Coming off of a game where the LA Kings lost 6-4 last night and the Ducks won 6-5, didn't they? Yeah.
Yes, they did. It was such a good game.
It was if don't remind me. We were sitting here and we were like, well, that turned that 3 points behind to 5. I would rather let's go 6-5. Electric.
I like that.
Sound the
Yeah, I
horn.
like it.
The
'Cause that
people
means
are
it was a
paying for
good
what they got.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like getting your money's worth. Everyone's into it. What's
Totally.
going on?
It's so
This is
boring when there's
crazy.
only one goal.
Yeah.
You're
So
telling me, okay? We got what? We got that 2-2-1 system over here in LA where it's just ground and pound, play defense first. We love a good one goal game over here in LA, let me tell you.
Wait, how do you, were you happy with the whole Panarin trade? I mean, you must be. That's incredible.
How could you not? I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
any
Yeah.
insane.
Rangers fan is happy though.
That's
No.
yeah. They're struggling over there. I don't
Yeah. I don't
know.
know what's going on over there. I'd rather honestly, I'm kinda keeping that on the back burner. I just whatever.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
nothing going on.
no.
It'll be interesting. I think time will tell. But yeah, the Panarin trade is great. And then last
Yeah.
night, if I have the points correct, I'm pretty sure he rattled off 2 points, 2 assists last night in his LA Kings debut. So, and it's great.
Yes.
We have fans and our mascot Bailey. Go on at LA Kings social. Panarin bought Bailey, our mascot, a Rolex because
Shut
Oh my
up.
mascot.
god.
So our mascot is a
Dang!
lion.
What a mascot.
I
My
wanna be a
goodness.
mascot.
Our mascot is a lion, and his number is 72. Do you guys know why? You're gonna hate me, Michigan and Massachusetts.
I
It's
don't want
72 because that is the average temp in Los Angeles.
Uh,
okay. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in snow, so thank you.
I'm
I
actually
just
coming
learned
to
that.
LA in mid-March, so hopefully I mean, obviously it's gonna be warmer than here, but
When you gotta message me, and it
yes,
will be
yes, I
warmer.
will.
Don't worry.
Do you know if there's a game on I'm gonna be there from the 12th to the 16th. Is there a
12th
home
to the
game then?
16th. They might be on the road. Let me check my calendar. 12th to the 16th, March 16th. They are out of town that week.
Dang. Well,
Horrible time.
Yikes.
I'll still text you or something.
Please do, yes, because
I will.
I don't travel with the team as of now, so I'll be here. I'll be chilling. We can go somewhere.
Perfect.
I will bring you to a bar where you can have a drink, look at the ocean, and watch
Please. I'm gonna
a
be there
hockey.
with my parents. I'm gonna need a little break.
It'll be fine. I have great parents, but or not, we can send them somewhere, and then you and I can go somewhere. It's perfect.
We'll figure something out. Next would you rather would you rather have a bad game and win or a great game and lose?
Bad game and win.
Yeah.
Really?
No hesitation. When I was playing sports, I was ultimately like, I do not care about myself. I care about my team.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
that is
'Cause
like
hockey is
it to a
very
T.
much
Yeah.
a team
A team
sport.
sport.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Keep you up at night when you don't play well. But move on. Team got a dub.
It
We're good.
happens. Yeah.
But would you rather score the OT winner or make a game-saving block?
So funny you guys say this. I have never not played defense in every single sport. So I'm going to say game saving block. I was a libero in volleyball. I was a stay-at-home defenseman hockey. I grabbed 1 goal ever in my short-lived travel career. So I'm going with that. I'm going with that block shot.
Love it.
Right. Okay. So, would you rather let me read this one. Would you rather have won a Stanley Cup and not make it to the Hall of Fame or make it to the Hall of Fame with no Stanley Cup win?
Stanley Cup, no Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be electric.
That
Yeah.
would be insane. Okay, then there's like just some other questions that we don't have on the list, but like what do you think is the best jersey in the NHL?
Okay. This is actually like super organic here. So I have my top 3. My number 1, and this isn't even me being a homer, you guys. The LA Kings changed their logo as of recent,
Yes.
and it's black and silver, but it's like the throwback crown that they
I
had.
love that.
It is the coolest jersey. If you get a little bit closer, this took me way too long to realize there's glitter on the jersey, which
Ooh,
how could we not love?
Actually knew that. I love
It's
that.
so cool.
I did
I
not
love
know
glitter.
that. I love the
was
new
like-
logo though.
Oh my gosh. I think they're the coolest jerseys. And I think like from a work for this team standpoint, it's fabulous because the color
Fabulous.
scheme.
It's
It's
fab.
like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting all this gear. If I never work, if I get another job and I don't work for the Kings in 2 years, it's fine. I'm wearing a
Yeah.
black t-shirt with this subtle little
Mhm.
crown. It looks cool. So
Exactly.
I think the LA Kings, my two honorable mentions are I don't know if they're like the alternate, but the Boston Bruins with the bear on it.
Yes. I love those.
So cool. And then the Minnesota Wild, it's the green with the like lace up. And then it says, I think it has the logo, just anything with the green, like
Yeah,
they're
Yeah,
I
I
clean.
agree.
love Minnesota's
They're so
logo.
great. And then if they were still a team though, the like original OG Coyotes
That's what
Oh,
I said
yeah,
last
see,
time with
are
the
the
I
best.
yeah,
Puma.
that's a
I
good
have
one.
so many of those laying around the house, and I'm just
Yes. I
waiting,
know, I
waiting to
have all
frame
of
them.
my old stuff, and it's so sad.
Did you ever see they went through a time where they were going through like a logo identity crisis
Yeah,
and
so
they
that's
came
when
up
they
with
were
this.
moving to they had, like, a whole crisis thing, and then they finally decided on the Kachina, and everyone was so happy, everyone.
I remember growing up, they rolled out this one. It looked like a rodent. I was like, that is not a
Yes! The
coyote.
one
Yes.
of, like, the
What is that?
coyote, like, it w
And
Yeah,
it's like
that
it
was
was, like,
not
running.
cute.
pointy. Yeah,
It's
it
like
was, like,
Not
leaping.
diagonal.
cute.
Yeah, I
I
didn't like
remember
that.
my dad came home with this jersey and I was like, that's weird.
No.
What's
Yeah,
going
Wait,
on,
let me
man?
like,
actually
Like,
I
no,
have my
thank you.
jersey right here. You guys.
No.
it's bizarre.
Yeah, it was not a fan of that. See, I like that.
Look
That's
at
I
that.
love that. That looks so
That's
good.
It's
beautiful. And then, so here's a little lore. So, you know how it has the moon? I don't know if they still do this or they did this at Mullet.
Mhm.
When I was real little and the team first Richard Burke moved the team from Winnipeg to Phoenix.
Yes.
And they played at America West Airlines, which is now called something America West Airlines Arena, which is downtown Phoenix, right by Chase Field. Now it's where the Suns play. And that is a basketball arena. It was the Jinkies
Yeah.
hockey arena. And I was so young. I was like maybe 4 or 5, but like, you got those core memories.
Yeah.
So you would go, they had a plaza outside. Obviously, it's great weather. They always had a face painter. So my mom would take my dad be working the game. My mom would take me to get the Coyotes, logo face
Mhm.
painted. And then their intro sequence, they would drop down that moon, like the crescent moon, and then everybody would howl. And it was the coolest thing. Like at like four or
Oh
five
my
years old, I was like,
god.
I
I
love
It
live
was
for
that.
this
just
moment.
so different at Mullet Arena. It was just so it was smaller, it was on a college town.
Yeah.
It was just really different. I mean, it's hard
No,
when there's only 5,000 seats.
Exactly.
prior to the team being moved to, it was Jobin.com Arena, like to that Glendale
Yeah,
arena.
yeah, Gila
Prior to
River, I
that,
think.
yes, like it's changed names. But prior to that, like people were so into the Coyotes because it was right there. You could get to the arena.
Exactly,
Like
and then they moved
it was
to
electric.
Gila River. No one's
No.
gonna
Yeah, I
go.
agree. No.
And the lore, there's so much lore. I could host a whole
My
TED talk,
god.
a very opinionated tech talk
There's
about the
so
Arizona
much
sports
lore.
landscape.
I went to the press conferences.
Yeah. It is, sadly, honestly,
Sadly.
but, like, that's why, like, you look at a place like Minnesota, I love their sports market landscape because all the
Mhm.
teams, they're homies, they talk to each other, they support each other, they don't view each other as competition, like, they are like, "Oh, yeah, the Vikings wanna get a new arena? Great." Like, they support everything, and when
Yeah.
you get into a city where the owners are, like, we're angry at each other,
Yeah. It's
It's
not the best.
and all the residents and stuff, they had to take a vote. They didn't want the arena in Scottsdale. So no one wanted it. So they're just like, you know what? We have a great offer in Utah. We'll take it. But then it sucks
could you
because so many
imagine?
people were laid off. I was laid off and
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I've been just trying to get my foot back in the door ever since. And it's
I know,
just
and you
been
probably had, like,
impossible.
one of the sickest jobs in sports.
It
Like, you
was
get to work for a hockey
unreal.
team in Arizona, like,
It
Yeah.
was
what?
amazing.
You
I
can't
could
beat
walk.
that.
I've walked to
No.
work. I walked there
Oh
multiple
my gosh.
times. Like, it was so nice out. It was just amazing. But I mean,
Also,
whatever.
lest we say, could you imagine, like, an arena close to, like, Old Town Scottsdale?
Oh my god.
Somebody who grew up in Arizona, because I lived there from when I was 10 to when I was 16, it feels like I'm going to a different planet anytime I'm in Old Town Scottsdale.
Area is just Vegas. Like, it's so
It's so
funny.
bizarre. And it's just like living there, like growing up there, I'm like, this was a place where like I was like, get me out. Like I need to
Yeah.
leave this state as fast as possible. And now anytime I'm there, I'm like, this place is great. Like
Well, yeah,
what? Like
'cause now
So
it's so
true.
true. It is one of those places though where like the minute you land or the minute you cross state lines, you're like, feels like I need a margarita in my hand. I don't make the rules. It just
you need to
feels like
sit, put
that's the
on a
vibe.
bikini, grab a margarita, go tan.
Literally.
But yeah,
Okay,
it was
I
great.
could yap about Arizona. Do you guys have any more
Okay.
questions? No, you're good.
The last one, I guess, what player that's currently in the NHL, we're seeing a ton of young talent, but who do you think is very underrated and kinda going under everybody's radar?
Ooh, let me think.
I have a new one.
Okay, I actually have 2. It is Homer. One, Jackson Lacombe, right?
Okay.
Yes,
For
yes,
the
I
Ducks.
agree.
Nasty. I think when everybody was, like, angry that he became kind of like the healthy scratch guy for the Olympics, I was like, "Wait, have you" like, stats don't lie. Like, if you look at his stats prior to the Olympic break, they were absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
Let me wait for the coffee machine to pass. The other one, though, and I am gonna be a homer, no, but I do genuinely believe this, Brant Clark
That's
has
a good one.
totally taken another step in just, like, maturity this season, and you can see it off the ice in his media availabilities. He's just so well-spoken. He carries himself just a little taller, a little bit less like, I'm kinda like, a 20-something-year-old guy," and now he's like, I am an NHL player.
Yeah.
Just really well articulated, and then on the ice, there have been a couple of times where his hockey IQ, you can see, has just elevated. For example, the Kings played Dallas. It was before the Olympic break, but maybe after Christmas. So whichever that game was. It wasn't the one where Mika Rantanen, like, took out Darcy Kemper. It wasn't that. It was the next one that we played at here at home. And with a team like Dallas, they have just the best. I mean, you look at those line rushes and you're like, "Oh my gosh, like who's their number 1 line? This is crazy." Like, they're
Yeah.
nuts. And he kind of missed an assignment. I think Wyatt Johnson came in. He was that 3rd forward into the zone, up top, high, and you could see, like, everybody calls him Clarky, but I feel weird
Yeah.
calling him that, but he, like, was kind of following the puck, right? From an early age, they say, "Don't follow the puck, read and anticipate. Anticipate where the puck's gonna be." He missed that. Dallas ends up scoring, and then they kinda tried to run the same play again later on in the game, and you could see he was able to correct himself, and he stayed up high and back checked the forward, even though he was stepping up. So it was like he was stepping up in the rush, and then he wasn't able to get back on D, but a winger had stepped back in his place, right? And then he kinda panicked on that first one. Second time it happened, he said, "Oh, okay." He was able to read the play, see that the winger had stepped back for him, and then he adjusted and came back. I just think, like, he's so coachable, especially this year. He's just taken that next step.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Anytime you see players, like, make in-game adjustments like that, you're like, "That's so impressive."
Yeah.
Like, that
I
is
agree.
too.
Yeah,
So, it's great.
definitely. Well, do you wanna give everybody where your socials are, like, where they can find you?
Absolutely. At Anaconda with 4 N's. I think my Twitter is like Anaconda5. My numbers are 5 and 12. So any variation like that, I don't know what my Twitter is. I don't tweet a lot anyways. So just follow me on Instagram at Anaconda.
Well, thank you so
Perfect.
much for coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are great. I love this podcast. I love you guys. You do the whole girly pops who watch hockey in a very non-cringy way.
Great.
So
Thank you.
well
I
done.
That's
appreciate
our
Well
that's
done,
the
goal.
you
goal,
two.
honestly. So thank
Well
you.
done.
Perfect.